Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Morgenstein alongside Andrew Porterfield here for another edition of Rapid Reactions. We are reacting to Penn State's big 23-7 win over Rutgers this afternoon. Andrew, another great performance from Sean Clifford in the offense for the second week in a row. Kind of break that down. What did you see from the offense today?
Yeah, I think the major theme is the running game. 57 attempts on the ground. That's the most in a game for Penn State since 2016. Kevon Lee and Will Levis led the charge with 17 attempts each. That's huge for Kirk Schrock's offense. It takes the pressure off of Sean Clifford a little bit in the passing game. And when we were talking to Sean after the game, he said a balanced attack on offense is what great teams do. And today we saw that. The passing game was a little underwhelming, but it got the job done, and the running game was just phenomenal. So those are my thoughts on the running game. What do you see?
Like you said, the offense in the first half, kind of did enough to get them over that hump. But of course, I think today's story is all about the defense. Only let up 7 points, which is by far the least amount this season. But I thought its play from its linebackers, Jesse Luketa, who had a game high 10 tackles, Brandon Smith making plays. Really, I thought was the best these linebackers looked all season. That entire front seven really just dominated Rutgers' offensive line. And even a lot of the young guys in the secondary, Joey Porter again, made some big plays. And I think, all the way around, it was just a phenomenal defensive performance. And then, of course, as you talked about with the running game, of course, Will Levis being involved in that as well. He was tied with Kevon Lee for the most carries today for Penn State. So, that's going to be an interesting dynamic moving forward. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't. We'll see. James Franklin said after the game that they're going to have to get him passing a little bit, considering he didn't pass the ball once today. But, of course, always is good just to get a win, and you can live to tell about it till next week.
Yeah, and I think a huge thing is we're in December and we have football, and it was rainy, it was gloomy for much of the game, it was really windy, it was cold, and I think it was just a great win for Penn State to really get a win in those conditions, especially with their special teams playing well. With Jordan Stout hitting a 47-yarder, Jake Pinniger hitting his 2 field goals. I think it was a great game in less desirable conditions for Penn State.
And this was another edition of Rapid Reactions with the Daily Collegian. I am Justin Morgenstein alongside Andrew Porterfield, and we will see you next week as Penn State takes on Michigan State in the final regular season game of the season.